Hello, everyone. My name is Linda Gunnell. I am the CEO and founder of Linda's Perfection Creations. Linda's Perfection Creation is an event planning and wedding decor company. We cater to small and large events in and around Philadelphia. We do full service, partial, one-off coordinations. We do destination weddings, milestone celebration. We do planning and decor all around the globe. I am a master certified wedding planner and a certified florist. If you are joining my channel for the first time, please like, share, and subscribe to my channels that you may see all the upcoming goodies. Um, if you're wondering why should I subscribe to your channel, well, I have many years in this planning industry. I started to do this video as a challenge to give tips and tools that can help future brides, future planner, future events, anything that can help you make your day a success. It's challenging at times because it's like when it's weather season and a lot of events come away. So sometimes I try to navigate both, but I've learned a lot about myself over the last couple of months. I started in April, and so far, and I share every information honest, open, and uncut. So today we're going to talk about tips to make a memorable wedding or event in general. Things that you can use and that can help you change the way your event. There are millions and millions of people who get married and millions of brides who've been there before you. They're setting things that they know. Same thing as planner. They're setting couples that I started from where I started from to where I am now. There's a lot of mistakes that I made along the way. So it's always good when you have somebody who's have an inside scoop to make things great. So first rule, and I tell people that to not skimp on your photography. Don't. Your picture, as I said, picture is worth 1,000 words. Photography and videography is the two things I feel like is you need because they work hand in hand together. I understand most people say, well, I can just do a picture so I can forget the photography, the videography, but look at it this way. Not only you have pictures, you have moments that's gonna capture, but you also have funny moments and funny things that the video is gonna capture. So do not skip it. Videographer and photographer is one of the two things that you need because those are memory that you cannot replace. You are not going to be everywhere at the same time. There will be a lot of people that saying a lot of things, great things, and having fun and just doing things. You want to capture this moment to enjoy. So do not, and I repeat, do not skip on those two things. I see a lot of blah. I'll just do the photo and I don't really need a video. Who really need? Trust me, there's a lot of moments that will make you laugh, that will make you cry, that you will wish. Like, for example, let's say your mom or some close family member gave an amazing speech. You might remember it for a part, but you may forget it after times go by. But when you have it on video, you can watch that and remember. Sometimes our loved ones who are here and they're not. Those are lasting memories. So I would say do not skip out on those things. Um, Schedule a family photo section where you can sit there and during the wedding. I normally do that with all my events. During the time I schedule a time where they either take a pictures before the ceremony, after the ceremony based on timing, and those things can always switch based on the time that we have. But I always make sure that my couple have a time to take a family photo with the parents and immediate family members just to have that. Those are things that you will have that will mean a lot and you appreciate it. Excuse me. And in hand in hand, you want to create a photographer list. And what that means is that you want to let the photographer know what things you want to capture. And most professional photographer will work with you and talk to you prior to that before and say, what are some things you want us to look at for? What are the things you want to take? So if you don't have an idea, you know, do some research online, look at Google, Pinterest, whatever you are, talk to your photographer and they can help you with the ideas of what you want to do. Your RSVPs. So I would say some people feel like you should digitalize it. I always feel picture always good, look good. You can still have people RSVP on your website, which is that, but I have both options, and it's always good. I know in this day and age that way everybody want to get rid of paper and change things, but they're setting tradition that just look nice and formal. Somebody receiving that in the mail, it speaks a volume. Sending digital RSVP to school. Sometimes people, I know I'm one of those people. You send me something, I'll look at it on my phone, and I'll put it down, and I'll say, okay, I will get back to it. And sometimes I forget it. But when you send people paper, sometimes they put it on the desk, put it on the fridge, as every time they walk back, they just see that. But down the line, you send somebody a text or an email. A lot of you may send a lot of email down the line, and then that just psh, voila, it's gone. So for me, I say, and no, do that. For instance, is important. Like I saw something online, I think it was online or article or something. I'm not quite sure. Don't 100% quote me, but a bride um, don't want to do a first dance. I think her brother or dad, one of the two, was doing. They didn't want to do a first dance, but she didn't want because they didn't want to do a first dance. She also didn't want the groom. They just wanted to remove the whole thing in general. She said they would feel the need, but the mother-in-law wanted to dance with her son. And I feel like it's okay if the bride doesn't want to do a first dance, that's fine. But don't cheat somebody out of doing the first dance. That's just your preference. If you don't want to do it, it's fine. If both you and your spouse decide not to do something, that's okay. But if one person want to do something, don't cheat them out and just say, well, in general, we don't want to do that. And I think sometimes as female, we do that a lot. We'll say, well, we just decided that we're not going to do that. And I've seen people do that. Well, you don't know what he wants. So don't cheat somebody out because of something. If you don't want to dance or you don't like dancing, that's on you. Give him the opportunity to do that, or give her the opportunity to do that, because it can be vice versa. The bride may want that, and then the girl may not want that. It's a wedding, it's all but thing. There's no thing in taboo that said, well, if one person do it's gonna look odd. No, it's just what they want to do, and that's just that. Don't cheat people out of it. And then another thing, don't sweat the little stuff. And those fall in line with what I just said. It's not a big deal. If somebody want to dance, let them dance. Don't sit there and stress or ruin your wedding over little things like that, because that can cause confusion. Your mother-in-law get upset, then your future husband to be get caught up in the middle, and something as simple as a dance escalated something big, and now on top of that, everybody's in the feelings, everybody's mad, and then you got to take this whole time to try to fix it. Don't sweat the little stuff. The certain things, just let it be. If it's not going to make or break you, let it go. You're not going to win all battles. Don't sweat it. It's okay. Things that will disturb your peace, things that will control you off balance. I'm not saying don't set boundaries. Yes, we know it's your wedding. And I see that a lot of times. It's my wedding. Nobody going to tell me what to do. This is your family. This is your in-law. Now, I do understand. There are some mother-in-laws who will go off, push it button every last time. Yeah, it works both ways. But give other people a chance to do certain things. They just want to share that joy with you, especially if this is the first child that got married or the first son, or they never really had that for their wedding. And I understand sometimes you do, but just try to find a boundary and work in between to make them happy and do that. Rethink the form of bridal party. Make sure you pick the people that are good for you. What I mean by that is that sometimes we put people in our wedding who are not really our friends. We're just doing it just because we want to be nice. Or we have this large bridal party, and in the end they make it chaotic because they're not doing what they're supposed to do. They're not really supportive. They're not really be there. You just have them there and they just complain and irritate, and it's like everything is a mess. I had a bridal a rehearsal for a wedding. Nobody showed up. It was like one, maybe the best man, and no female show up. Like literally, they did not at all. Those are not our friends. They didn't even spend the night with them. So those things happen. Pick the right people. You don't want to be stressed out on your wedding day. You don't. Make sure you're picking the right thing. Incorporate little touches into your weddings. Little things that make a difference, that represents you, that showcase who you are. Incorporate those little details into your wedding to showcase you. There's nothing wrong with that. Keep it simple. People want to have these fancy dancing weddings, nothing wrong with that. But when you cannot afford it, it looks horrible. People can tell when you're trying too hard. Your guests can read it. Everybody can see that you're trying so hard to do these things, and when you don't do it right, it looks right. If you cannot afford things to do it right, don't do it. Don't push yourself to a limit where you are straining yourself to do something. Just don't do it. You can make your guests comfortable. You know, make sure that they are happy at your wedding. Make sure that you're not just thinking about you. Yes, you got food. Say, well, how do I make my guests comfortable? Yeah, you got food and drinks, but make sure know who the guests are you're inviting to your wedding. So you know the taste, you know the style, you know the things, so that you can incorporate some of the things that they like to make sure that you have that. But think everything true, and have whatever it is you want. It's your day. But just don't kill yourself trying to do it. Hope this was very informative for you guys. Once again, my name is Linda Gundo. I am the CEO and the founder of Linda's Profession Creations. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, www.lyndaperfect.creationsevents.com, where you can sign up for a free 30-minute consultation. Thank you and have an amazing day.